Hello, everybody! Welcome to episode 1 of the Digimon Pendulum Color series. So this is a sort of redo on my original series, and which is really exciting for me, because if you look back at that series now, I think it might be less than a year old or whatever. I don't know. It was before I settled on my main daily style of videos. The series also kind of happened sporadically, because originally I was going to do a different series, but Wario's Digifarm, he wanted to do a whole little group hatch thing, and he caught me a nice good time, because I'm usually not a part of group hatches that often, so he caught me at a nice little moment of me not be doing a group hatch, and he was like, and I was like, yeah, I'll join that. So we are doing a group hatch for Wario's little brother, who is joining back into the digital landscape, the digital world, as they call it. So I'm running all 3 of these pendulum colors, because why not? Let's look back into these devices. Especially because if you ever seen my original series, I kind of ditched it. I really just stopped running them. I kind of was... One, it was a weird time when I did those things, and after that series, I did stop doing Digimon stuff for a bit, just because I sat down and I was like, I don't like how I'm doing these videos anymore, and I had to sit down and actually rethink about how I was doing those videos, which, after a little bit of time, you saw me come back with the Tamagotchi connection. So it's time for me to sit down and give these devices that I don't like too much a proper series here. So let's start off with the Pendulum Color Deep Savers, or these 2 button combinations. I did charge these back up, so I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it is. You have to do A and C to power them back on. These are charged, I just power them back off so that I can hit the reset thing. So we're going to do all the fun with that. Reset! Okay. And I don't know what time it is, so we're just going to set it to 8 currently. And man, I forgot how beautiful looking at some of these color things were. There, so we're just going to set it to 8 currently. There's our cool little egg, though. Nice little colored egg. Love the background details and everything else with that. But we'll put that one down. Start up the next one. And woo! Oh, there we go. And if you notice, there is a bunch of little different dudes in the corner of each one of these little things. So we do a reset, do another one, and you see it goes right back to the original Nightmare Soldiers art, which is pretty cool. We're going to set this one to 8 as well, because why not? And ooh, look at that. Love the art details in the back and everything. Always love the Nightmare background. I also love the Nightmare egg in general. This is like one of my favorite little rosters of characters. So super cool to have them back down again. And now for the final one. The Silver Blue, the Nature Spirits. As you all know. It is cool that they went with the blue, though. I really like the blue one. And bam, we got another little Digimon right there. And we're going to reset them. And there we go. Oh. Got our first one hatching. And we're going to set the other egg real quickly. So, see here. Bam. There's our main little egg. Pretty cool. And now let's look at this cool little Digimon right here. It is... I forget his name. See. Album. It doesn't really tell us anything, does it? Nope. Okay. I forget the name of it. But there we go. So there's his little feeding thing. The little bubbles that come out of him. The little air bubbles. And then on this side, we have a little smoke cloud of a Digimon. And there we go. Give him some little pills and stuff like that. That is pretty cool to see all that. So I guess we could go over the little ideas of these devices here. So, like the regular Digimon stuff, we have a little status bar right there, the food icon, the little training icon, which allows us to do some training, little connection battles. We have the little poop icon down there, a sleep icon, which allows them to stay awake, or you can freeze them in this device, so if you want to pause them, you can do that. We got the little injury icon, which allows you to heal them up or whatever. And then you got the little call out right there. And it's this weird gummy Digimon. I forget the name of it. I still love looking at the backgrounds, though. So there we go. Let's do the little feeding things, though. And so there's our little things. I love the little backgrounds to each one of these devices, as I had to keep turning them on. It is cool that they actually did do like high definition backgrounds, even though the characters are very 8-bit style still. Kind of cool callback in a way. And very cool of it. The cool part of this device is you can actually change the backgrounds, which we will see later on. But for right now, we get to enjoy the little elements of this. So let's see the guys right there. It's pretty cool looking. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually do a bit of training. So if you look through the status here, we got our basic little hunger, strength, effort, and there's our condition. So overall, not too... I forget what condition is. Let's see, hunger, strength, condition. I don't know what condition means for him. We can't battle or progress yet, so nothing too interesting. We got our little battle menu here. Pretty nice overall. The album keeps track of all the Digimon you've unlocked on this device. Kind of like the DMX in a way, so it is pretty cool to see that. Or if you remember on the Digimon Pendulum 20th, it does have an album on there. But instead of a book icon now, it's just in the status screen. We got our food and pill there. The food gives us hunger, the pill gives us the strength. We also have training here, which that is the same thing as giving the strength over to him, but it allows you to not gain weight and also allows you to lose weight while you're doing it. Got the battle icon here. We can't do that just yet. Poop icon to clean up the poops. The little freeze option here. We got light and cold. Cold is where you pause them. Light is the whole little thing here. And change allows you to swap out your Digimon. And, oh, here we go. We got first little poop here. So there you go. The little poop icon. And he probably needs us to actually start doing training, and actually needs us to start doing both. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do a bit of training. So, you see it flashes red. And the cool part about this device is it actually goes... Oh. There you go. Got 3 super hits, which is kind of weird to get so low of super hits on this device, but apparently it works that way. So, the cool part about this one with training is, in older devices, you actually had to look into how the training would be done in ways. The Pendulum Z had a different way of doing the whole shake training, and the Pendulum Color sort of kept on with that, where you actually can notice by the color. So if you see the color changes over time, as see there went from blue to yellow. Now, this is on an accelerometer, so that means you do actually have to shake pretty high. Which, ugh, man, I forgot how annoying baby stage is with this. Okay. Boom, food! So you see it goes from red to some blue. And there we go, went to red that time. So kind of cool there. And bam, got a mega hit that time. Which means we got to not have to do the full training thing. This time around, this boy gets to actually sit down and enjoy his whatever. So overall, these are pretty cool looking devices there. I do love the whole color screen aspect of these devices. The main falter with these devices over time is actually the evolution time. Where on older devices, you actually had a bit of time for evolution. These devices really cut down evolution time to the point where I actually kind of think it's really bad in a way. So it's not my favorite with the evolution times. Nowadays, you can actually mod them. Like, you can swap out the rosters, increase the evolution times and stuff like that. I did not do it on this device, so I'm not going to say too much about the... Well, I'll probably say more about the evolution time later on. But from the base starting of these devices, yeah, the evolution times are very short. I'm kind of hoping Bandai would fix this in the next color device they're doing, the Monster Hunter color. So hopefully the next one, we do actually see a bit of difference there. But yeah, so we are now starting on this wonderful thing. I did want to go talk about change a bit more, because change is pretty cool. There's a thing that we have not talked about yet, because it gets introduced a bit later on. But yeah, change on this one. I forgot these guys have not had much yet, and their stuff, yeah. Give them some food! So let's talk about this real quickly. So change down here actually allows you to save a Digimon and allow you to swap out with a baby one. You get like 3 slots of that, so you actually could keep up to 3 Digimon on these devices, which is really cool in a way. Cool for battling. I don't know if that's too great, really. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite mechanic. And man, these guys beep so much. Okay. Give them actual food and stuff like that this time. So yeah, this The whole change thing was introduced in the DMX, but it is cool to actually see it. We have not ran the DMX on this channel yet, so at some point we will, but it is cool to talk about little features that are on these things. I don't know if it allows you to self-draw grass. In the original, like, Pen Z, you were allowed to draw grass with yourself. I don't know if they'll still do that or not. I'm not going to really try that, because as you see here, we are running 3 devices, so I don't really need to sit down and do some self-draw grassing. For this first path here, I think we're going to just go the positive route, because I think that just works really well. So we're going to do that for the rest of them. And before we actually do too much here, let's do a bit more training. So let's get to doing this. Whee! Shake, 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 shake. And bam, there we go. There we go, got the cool mega hits there. So not much to talk about on this first little episode here, but it is cool to actually be back with these color devices in a way. I'm not going to try being as negative as to these devices. I do still like aspects of them. It is so cool to finally have some color devices. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like eh. These devices are better than the original colors, because in the original colors you didn't even have a battle system in place. These ones actually do have the whole little pendulum style battling. So I can't give them too much flack. They did actually fix some aspects of them. I don't know, I guess I'll get more and more in depth into it, I guess, as time goes over. I don't know. These are weird devices, in my opinion. I don't know. There's, like, positives and negatives to them. But I do enjoy them slightly still. So right now we're going to be messing around with these guys. They'll be evolving into their baby 2 stage at some point. It does actually happen pretty quickly on these devices. I'm trying to get to that point where I'm just waiting out for them to digivolve, and then we get to start enjoying a little bit more. But before we do that, actually I can talk about this little function here. So these devices actually do have, besides having the nice little bright screen and everything, they do actually have a rechargeable battery in them, which is pretty cool in a way. Bit worrisome in the future, but right now it is okay, a little feature. The little screens are really cool. I like how you can actually play with these in the dark. So if I turned off all these lights or whatever, you can actually see the screen in the darkness. You could not do that before, which was really kind of a cool little function of that. I'll be enjoying that for nighttime use. And then another cool little thing is if you hold the C button, you actually have this whole menu option right here. So you got background, which as you see here, we have 2 backgrounds. Got a cool little Digimon world type background here. Well, I want to say it's world inspired, but you see there's weird little things around. Not my favorite background though, but it is cool that you can actually get a starting background in this. We can change the brightness of this, so if you wanted it a bit more brighter, we can actually have that. I'm going to keep to the middle, I think, for right now. We have sound as well, which we can actually have adjustable sound. This is really cool to me. I really like having adjustable sound in devices. Like, I'm super excited about that, because sometimes these can be a bit loud, and sometimes they can be a bit too quiet, and you're like, I want a bit of adjustment. So it is cool that that is actually a function of these devices. And then we got power, which allows you just to turn off the device, which I kind of like that too. Nope. Got our first evolution. Red screen comes down. Super cool. I like how it does a little black screen too. As I'm trying to do all this. And you see there, I unlocked a dex screen, and now we're at Bakumon, or was it? Our Bukamon? Yeah, it's Bukamon. So there we go. Got our cool little Digimon there. We got a little flame. Super cool, super awesome. It is very cool that it does unlock them. Clean up the poop there. And that's pretty much what I wanted to show off. I don't know if these devices allow for battle yet. Yeah, no, it doesn't do battle just yet. But it is cool to see these little Digimon sprites. I love the little blue eyes on them with a little flame. That a nice bit of contrast there. And we got our boy Pukamon here, who looks amazing. I mean, look at him. Amazing. Beautiful. Love him. And it's our favorite one. Well, my favorite one. The baby twos. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's Mochimon! I actually remember the name of this one. Well, I always remember the name of this one. I love Mochimon. And there's all 3 Digis. I don't know if there's background differences in the whole little thing. I just remember I probably should be talking about that again. So I don't know if there's actual background differences. I think each of these devices has that starting background. Yeah, each one has that little starting background in them. So that is pretty cool in a way. So there we go. Yeah, each one has that cool little starting background. Don't know why you would change it just yet, because that background is pretty ugly in my opinion. So I'd probably keep it just the same for right now. You can actually transfer backgrounds once we can later on. So at some point we'll actually be able to transfer the backgrounds over. So if you connect them, you can actually transfer backgrounds over, which is super cool because I really like this whole like stormy sky little background. So I'm going to be super excited to transfer some of that over later on. And we got the cool little underwater one here. So yeah, at some point we'll be able to transfer backgrounds over, and we'll be unlocking backgrounds. And one thing we'll be doing in this series is actually going over the full device. If anyone's seen my original series, I kind of just dropped it weirdly. So this time around, we will be enjoying every moment of this device. I am super sorry to those who watched my original series. I look back on it, and I really don't like it. That's why I decided to run all three of these devices at once, just because I feel like that needs to be redone. There's other series from that time period where I also feel like they need to be redone, and they will be redone. So anyone who is hoping for a DM20 series and a Pendulum X series, that will be happening at some point. So don't be worried, I am actually wanting to redo devices. I've been saying that for a while, but this will be like the first actual time of me sitting down and redoing them. So hopefully y'all enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy these Digimon for a little bit of time. So that's pretty much it for right now. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll make sure to tag Mr. Wario's Digifarms down below, because he's the one who started this whole entire group hatch thing. And make sure to go check out his progress, and make sure to go check out the other people that he'll be tagging along doing this whole entire run. Well, I don't know if he's tagging him or not. I don't know. He just kind of asked us in the group chat. I don't know. It's one of those things where he wanted us to all join in, so we're joining in! And I'm just going to say to go check out Mr. Wario, because, you know, he's a really cool Digimon person. So, wah! And I'm probably going to ask the others if I can show off their progress of the runs as well, because why not? They be cool. One of them actually modded their devices, so I'm going to ask them to if I can show off their pictures too, because I do actually want to talk about the modability of the devices nowadays. So we'll be hopefully showing that off. I know, I'll be asking them, so try doing that whole one thing. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. And sorry for being a bit later on these episodes. I actually had to swap out my editing platform, so we'll be having to deal with that fun for a little bit. I'm learning another one because the whole CapCut issue, that fun. But thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Wah!